Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 11 of the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we are going to begin our adventure at the Jagged Peak summit, or Jagged Peak base, foothills? We'll see it in a second. The beginning of Jagged Peak, and then we're going to go south and go into Charo's hidden grave. Now, starting this video out, I don't know if this is going to be one or two videos that we do for Charo's hidden grave. It could be two, could be one. I don't know at the time of this recording, so you know before I do, really. But we're going to begin in Charo's hidden grave. Now, there is something very important about Charo's hidden grave, and that there is a Tibia Mariner boss, or mini-boss, pretty early on, be like right around here, and that Tibia Mariner summons a Revenant. So, because of that, we are going to equip a heal incantation. Are we able to? Are we completely unable to heal? I just think we've never bought it. Hang on, I didn't buy any spells my last time around. Let's visit the Twin Maiden Husks and purchase it from Corheen's Bell-Bearing Shop. I think you only need like 8 faith to cast heal. Yeah, perfect. Let's do Urgent Heal for 1,000. And then let's go memorize that, and we'll equip a seal. Memorize spell. Bang, there it is. Okay, and then let's equip a seal. Could have just flipped this and sorted it the other way, but that's okay. Any seal will do. Frenzied Flame seal, sure, who cares. Alright, now let's go back to the Realm of Shadow and warp to Dragon's Pit Terminus. I should also say that at the start of this video, we currently have 22 Scadutree fragments and 10 Revered Spirit Ash. So we are at level 10 Scadutree Blessing and level 6 Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Okay. Cool. So what we're going to do first off is we're going to kill a boss. And that is this boss right here. This is the Jagged Peak Drake. Okay. So, you're going to fight this boss in a pond. And this pond is going to make it so all of the lightning attacks that the boss does will ripple. So you need to be very, very careful. Luckily, however, this is a pretty typical dragon fight. And so there's not too much to worry about. But when the boss starts using its lightning incantations, you want to make sure that you kind of know what's going on. Right, so, let's go back here. No, that's weird. Not expecting that to happen. Alright, knocked it down. Good. If I can get the critical. And I'm actually going to run in, hit it with the quick Rivers of Blood to try to stack the bleed again. Alright, this isn't great because now everything's going to ripple. Okay, we managed to get out of it. Torrent's probably dead. Close. There we go. Did not see what was happening there. Go to the left, go to the left, go to the left. Okay, it lands right in front of us. Nice. Okay, almost done. This is like the one normal dragon fight in the Realm of Shadow. Everything else has something going on with it. Whoa, whoa! Could not tell what was happening there. Alright, that's the Jagged Peak Drake. Okay, so with that, we'll get a Dragon Heart and the Dragonscale flesh. Lump of hot flesh carved from beneath the inverted scales said to grow on aged dragons. When ingested as is, it boosts vigor, stamina, strength, and dexterity at the cost of gradual HP loss. To the Drake warriors, there's no more intoxicating liquor than the heat of dragons. Okay, let's take a quick look at the map. If we were to go this way, this would lead us to the Jagged Peak. Jagged Peak is home to 2 boss fights, technically 3, and the continuation of Igon's questline. However, in this part of the walkthrough, we're going to go south towards Charo's Hidden Grave. So this way leads to Jagged Peak. This way leads to Charo's Hidden Grave. So let's go this way. Now we are also going to come up on a new NPC, which is the Dragon Priestess. And if you recall, long ago we spoke to Tialier, and Tialier gave us a concoction that when we used it, it killed us immediately. However, if we were to read the description of that one more time, we would see that it only kills normal people. There are other folks that may survive it. Just come in here. Hello. Grab this, which is Egon's Cookbook number 1. A record of crafting techniques left by a warrior who challenged the vile dragon Gaol, only to be grievously injured and broken by fear. Contains details on how a mere mortal can fell a mighty dragon. So it teaches us how to craft dragon communion grease and a dragon communion harpoon. All right, coming over here, I will be the first to admit that I did not do this my first time around. This NPC was already gone when I got here, so I'm going to learn what she has to say alongside you. She's a looker.
Warrior true, picture yourself feasting upon a dragon's essence, on the throbbing heart of the oldest, vilest dragon of them all. It would be the purest form of communion, the fullest sating of your hunger and your consummation as a dragon whole.
I'm absolutely looking this up. Yes.
Yes, as it should be. Now, seek the Jagged Peak. There you will find Gaol, the oldest and vilest of all dragons, land-bound warrior. Follow your desire and slay the foul beast, devour its throbbing heart. I will grant you the strength required in the name of my lord, Placidusax. Warrior true, what is it that you need? In a time long past, Gaol turned upon the Dragon Lord. The foul traitor assailed our master and inflicted a grievous wound, only to make a hasty retreat, becoming a sworn enemy of the group. Since that day, Gaol and his bloodline, the Drakes, have served as sacrifices for Dragon Communion, land-bound warrior. My lord, Placidusax, has shown your kind what must be done. Seek communion. Sate your boundless appetite. Feel the euphoria of a dragon's essence taking root in your meager frame. In a time long past.
Alrighty. So, that is the Dragon Communion Priestess. Now, let's rest at the site of grace. And like I mentioned before, if you give her, or if you come back, When we met Tialier earlier, he gave us the concoction after we went back and forth between him and Moore. So, if we were to go to nighttime, she moves, and then we should be able to find her praying nearby. I feel like she's supposed to move, and we're supposed to find her praying, and then we can give her the concoction. She starts, like, talking to Placidusax. I find it interesting that she doesn't acknowledge that we killed Placidusax. But that did technically happen in the past. Where did she go? That's crazy that people actually jumped down there. Alright, so if we come over here, we'll find these Dragon Communion harpoons that likely felled this dragon. Where did she go, though? Here she is. Strange. I was gonna say, is she looking at Farm Ozla, but probably not. Just gonna wait here to see if she has any extra dialogue. Now let's cycle a full day. Should have new dialogue.
I have broken my pledge, succumbed to the deep slumber that was meant for my lord. It's a craven act. A foul and lowly beast. Forgive me, good warrior. My lord will no longer look on me. I have fallen from grace. No dragon, no longer. Go on. Leave me here. Go on, my lord. Go on,
Okay.
my lord.
Totally fine. All right. So her questline is more or less done for now. However, giving her the concoction changes the final reward. So, if you do give her the concoction, she will, after you come back after defeating Baal, she will drop the Dragon Bolt of Florisax and the Ancient Dragon Florisax Spirit Ash. If you don't, you'll get her weapon and her heart. But either way, it's a good thing to do. So, communion with Baal. Yeah. So, Heart of Baal, which drops from Baal. You have a choice of 2 different incantations. So, this is like your incentive to do this twice on New Game Plus. And then you can also get Ghostflame Breath, which drops from, or begins to drop once you kill your first Ghostflame Dragon. Alright, so that is the new Altar of Dragon Communion. So that is right here on this dragon corpse here. Now it's time to go past the Priestess and begin our adventure in Charo's hidden grave. Okay. Now, I don't believe there's anything of merit over here. There are these sharp gravel stones, though. Check over here. This doesn't look purple, but you really never know. Dragon Communion Grease. The Dragon Communion Grease is just, like, improved grease for slaying dragons, so it's good against Baal if you want to coat your weapon with something. The Baal fight is one of the hardest in the game. I did it with a lower Scadutree blessing level than I have now, so I think I'll be able to do it once we get there again. All right, so let's come through here into Charo's hidden grave. Now, the thing about Charo's hidden grave is that the first site of grace doesn't show up for a while, so we're going to do like a fair bit of exploration, kind of like right off rip. And it's also like a pretty, I wouldn't say vast, but it does take a while to fully explore everything. This is also going to be the place with the first furnace golem, at least in this playthrough for us. The first furnace golem that we have to kill using pots. Gravekeeper's Cookbook number 2. A record of crafting techniques of the gravekeepers who watch over those who rest in the realm of shadow. And it crafts polterstones. So, what the hell is a polterstone? I don't actually know. What is a polterstone? Literally never. I don't think I ever found this cookbook. What is a polterstone? Make a noise imitative of human presence. Oh, so kind of like a distraction. Interesting. Okay, cool. All right, so you'll notice the Tibia Mariner in the distance there, so make sure your Frenzied Flame Seal is ready, as well as your Urgent Heal spell. And then we're going to start fighting it. It's going to teleport pretty quick, at least it usually does. Yep, it's going to go right up to the next little pond there. And then once it begins summoning, get ready, because you do not want to deal with this Revenant. Okay, once the red happens, get out. Run over here, cast Urgent Heal. Oh, God. Come on, dude. How is this not working? I hate Revenants so much. Dude, this is bad. This is so bad. Oh, this sucks. All right, we're just going to have to deal with this normal. Truth be told, I've never used Urgent Heal. I've always used regular heal, so that could be why this isn't working. Luckily, the Tibia Mariner is kind of doing all the work for us. This is a bit of a mess. This is why heal is important. Okay, die. Go away, please. Perfect. I think you just teleported again, which means we might get another. This kind of stinks. It's not a huge deal. It's just annoying. All right, hang 10, buddy. All right, I think we're okay. Okay, cool. So that is the Tibia Mariner and the Revenant. That didn't work out as cleanly as I had hoped, but heal will work a lot better than Urgent Heal. And then we get Tibia's Cookbook, which is a record of crafting techniques of the Mariners, the oldest of grave keepers, details an ancient means of the summoning of the dead. and it crafts the Call of Tibia, which is a consumable. I believe it summons enemies for you, which is basically what the Tibia Mariner does. Okay. Very cool. So that is a Tibia Mariner. Now we can move on. And we're actually really close to the Site of Grace. And when we get to that Site of Grace, we need to change the affinity on our other weapon to Sacred. Of course, you're just going to breathe fire midair. Of course, that's what you're going to do. Okay, that's you. There's a treasure that these death birds are guarding, so I want to make sure to take care of them before we really get crazy here. Okay. All right, beautiful. Cool. Let's grab this, which is the Rings of Spectral Light. Sorcery practiced by the keepers of the spirit graves where all death ultimately drifts creates a ring of spectral light that fire in unison. The Rings of Light have the same qualities as Ghostflame and deal magic damage while also causing frost buildup. So it's basically the attack that happens when the death birds spread their wings. You're going to see it a lot in this area with these particular death birds. Or Gravebirds. Oh, God. Wow. Okay. The Site of Grace is over here. All right. So let's change the affinity on our weapon. And then Ash of War. Uchigatana plus 25 right here. Change this to Sacred Blade. Perfect. Go ahead and equip that since we're done with the mines. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, the reason for this change... What? Okay. The reason for this change is because there is a death bird that we're going to have to fight here, an actual deathrite bird. So really seriously recommend that you do your best to kill as many grave birds as you can. Wow. You want to kill these before really stepping too far into this area. There's that one, and there's another one over here that I'd really like to kill. Now, there's more than these two in this pond, but these are the two that are going to basically cause us the most trouble. Okay. I'm literally spamming R3 here to try to summon, or to try to target another one, but I think we're going to be dealing with what we got. All right. So, we're going to run in, and then as soon as this thing spawns, we're going to hold L2 to craft our, or to buff our weapon. Just like that. It missed. Oh my god, why does it keep missing? Ow. Yeah, that's a hit. Hey, how you doing? So, if these guys ever kind of get involved, do your best to kill them, but just watch your stamina consumption, because the last thing you want is to run out of stamina while dealing with other enemies and not being able to deal with this. Ooh. bad move. I thought I was going to be able to get past it. Oh, God. Okay, so we got to rebuff our weapon. If you're ever able to get a hit on the head... Oh, get out. Damn it. If you're able to get a hit on the head, that's going to be like a free critical, more or less. Okay, I don't know where that just came from. Oh, hey, how you doing there, guy? I just did 666 damage. That's fun. I'm really just trying to manage this as best I possibly can. This is a mess of a fight. Cool, thanks, dude. Oh my god, this camera is just a nightmare. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the Death Rite bird. Jeez, that fight has always sucked. Perfect timing, too. The buff just ran out. Okay, we get the Ash of War Ghostflame Call, which basically does a Ghostflame spread in front of your weapon. Sorry. Okay, cool. Moving on. That is sort of like the biggest hurdle here, aside from the Furnace Golem. So, let's get in here. Start looting. And then pop over here. Okay. Great. That replenishes some flasks. Come over here, loot this. Hello? Thank you. And we'll come up here. Go through this Gravebird section. And there's a treasure up here for us. This Spirit Glaive. Sharp blade sculpted into a twisted shape, a glaive that has seen many years of use in the grave site, said to serve as a medium for communion with spirits. So basically, digs the graves, you know what I mean? All right, so we can pop down there. Although I don't actually think there's anything down here. I think this is just a path to the Cerulean coast. I'm almost positive this is just gravestones sticking out of the wall here. Not even that. Yeah, so if you remember, this is Elac River. So if you remember way back when, there was a pot hanging on this pillar here. Okay. So yeah, we are right above the Cerulean coast. All right, so what I want to do is I want to craft some hefty furnace pots. And the reason I want to do this is because we're going to have to fight a furnace golem. Okay, let's do hefty fire pots. I guess I don't have the recipe for furnace pots yet. I think that's past the Mikola's Great Rune line. It's fine, though. Hefty fire pots work just the same. It's not a big deal. All right. Over here. So as we sort of traverse this area, the furnace golem will begin to wake. The furnace golem is to our left. Down here is a dungeon that we'll do later. But what we need to do is we need to constantly manage our space with respect to this furnace golem. Oh my god. Would you just die? Because this guy's going to aggro basically right now. Okay, so he starts walking toward us, and I am skipping all of this because we need to get in front of him, and we need to go to this spirit spring right here. If you look at his legs are reinforced. He's going to begin with that fireball attack, so we need to get up here as quickly as possible, and then we need to get behind this grave. This grave will block the fireballs for us. There's also the Gravebird Ashes, Spirit Ash. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon a Gravebird. Sorry, I'm looking at the fireballs in the distance. The spirit of an old golem and spirit gravekeeper who flies with stone wings and sprouts Ghostflame. According to legend, the Gravebirds were crafted to be kindred to the Deathbirds. Alright, so that's that. He's going to keep spawning them, though. So let's hide behind here one more time. We crafted the pots, but we didn't put them on our bar. That's real smart. Ow. Oh my god. Where are they? What is happening to my inventory right now? Okay, here they are. This is a glitch texture right here. It's a flask plus the Spectral steed whistle. Okay. Is that happening within the menu too? Sure is. Wait. Is that a new icon? No. It's like that up there, too. Okay, anyway. All right, next round, we are going to go over and begin to deal with this guy. All right, this is going to suck. Alright. Come back around. So basically what we need to do is we need to take these hefty fire pots and drop them into the furnace. But we need him to be close to the cliff. This way we can actually drop them in there. Come on, dude. Try going back and forth, I guess. See, you have to hide because you need him to start walking toward you. Alright, go over to the ledge. He can jump and swipe. You gotta be really careful with that. Alright, there's 27,000 damage. There's 20,000 damage. There's 27,000 damage. Be careful not to fall off. There's 40,000 damage. That's the golem. Now, the frustrating part is that if you run out of pots, you have to disengage from combat and get really far away from him to craft more. And if you rest or die, his health restores. So you got to try to craft as many as you can and be as accurate as you can. I wasn't targeting him or anything. I was just pointing the camera down and just chucking the pots in there. All right, we got the Glovewort Crystal Tier, which increases the attack power of spirits. Okie doke. So that is that Furnace Golem. There is one more in the game that you kill that way. Yeah, although I have heard that you can kill another one. Forget which one, but somebody commented saying you could kill one of them if you, like, kite him really far. What's interesting is that there is a note. There's a note basically right here on a decommissioned Furnace Golem that tells you to, well, the note actually tells you to keep pots away from Furnace Golems. It's like a note written by a general or something. And that's like your hint to use pots. But what's weird is even if you were to like knock down a furnace golem by chopping at its legs, you can't then throw a pot into it and deal a ton of damage. Like that doesn't work. Yeah, so interesting. Unless it does, and I've just never been able to aim it correctly. So feel free to tell me that I'm wrong, but it hasn't worked for me. What is this section? Oh, there is a, there's an enemy over here that we should kill. Because it drops a Scadutree fragment. And those are always helpful. It was so laser focused on the furnace golem that we didn't come over here. Okay. So luckily that deathbird does not respawn. That's a boon. Alright. Ooh, God. Miranda flowers knock me off torrent. That would never happen in the Lands Between. Are you kidding? Jeez. Unbelievable. This place is militant. Take out your divine weapon. They just die as is. I think there's a couple more undead enemies over here. So, here we are at the Cerulean Coast. This is literally right by the site of grace for the Cerulean Coast. This is that vertical world building that I'm always talking to you about. All right. So in this lake, we have a hippopotamus. Now, if you haven't been following the exact order that we've been doing things in, this may not be the first time that you've seen this. However, even if it's not, and you've fought something similar to this, rejoice in the fact that this one is not going to have a second phase. Be very happy about that. I feel like the camera has like sort of detached and is very zoomed out right now. Anyway, this one's going to drop a Scadutree fragment. Great, it drops one. So I believe that's number 23. Yes, that is number 23 of 50. Clear this marker. Thank you. All right. Cool. Now I do just want to take care of that Miranda bloom that was down here. I knew that there was another undead enemy here. Very good. Yeah, there's way more. Guess they were all just shy. I like how they shriek. It's so interesting that they do that. Okay. So, oh. Cool, and then we have this treasure here, which is Greater Potentate's Cookbook 14. Teaches us how to craft Hefty Rancor Pot, and Rancor is basically Ghostflame. It's those skulls. I don't believe it does the frost damage, but it'll do the other damage. Ow. Executioner's Great Axe. Likely champion. Up here. I don't believe there's anything up there, but I am going to double back to check. So this is where we fought the Tibia Mariner here. Yeah, this just leads to that Gravebird monument. Yeah, that's all this is. We can go to the top of that mountain, see what's up, but pretty sure we've already done this. Then after this, we can make our way to the catacomb. Or it's actually a jail, but jails in the realm of shadow are basically catacombs. Yeah. Okay. All good. All good. Yeah, that's all that was. Okay, cool. So let's make our way to the jail now. Which is going to be opposite where we fought the Furnace Golem, more or less. It's the backside of where the Deathbird spawned. Okay. I thought I saw something over there. Okay. So the jail is going to be this way. We're going to come all the way down here. Basically following this stream. And the blue guys. Lots of cages. So that's the jail right there. I'm just going to check over here at the end of this path. Yeah. Ghost Glovewort. This is where we fought Demi-Human Queen Mariga. All that time ago. Alright, let's enter the jail now. So, this particular jail is interesting. This is the Lamenter's Jail. The Lamenter's Jail has it's long and it has a really weird boss fight. So, the boss fight... The reason I'm pausing is because I don't know if folks have actually figured out how to do this yet, and I'm not saying that I have. I have a weird strategy for this that worked for me. I'm curious if it works a second time, but we're going to find out together. Okay, so first off, this is going to be locked. We have to get a key, but there are several keys in this dungeon. So again, we entered it here, the Lamenter's Jail, which is, interestingly enough, just underneath the gravesite Plain Sight of Grace. All right. So that guy wants to sneak up on us. We're going to sneak on him. To quote hackers, snoop onto them as they snoop onto us. Okay. So these guys can't wait to see us. And you got to wonder why. Hey, how you doing, honey? Okay. Great, that's that. So I'm going to warn you. I've only been through this place once. Whoops. Similar to all the DLC, but this one I kind of ran in circles in, but I'm pretty sure I know what we're supposed to do. Okay, so if we speak to this guy, it says, please, I can't stand the sound. I need no salvation. Please stop, desist, your wretched lamentation. So he mentions sound, but I don't really know of a way to stop sound. Anyway, we get prattling pate lamentation. Emits a blissful lamentation, twisted clay sculpt in the shape of a human head. And if we use it, the voice resounds, seeping into the brain, weeping, 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 ever weeping. Weird. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the bar, and I'm going to see if it's useful in the boss fight. I don't think it is, but I'm very curious. That is not part of the strategy that worked for me. Anyway, so those guys were excited to see us. I think there should be a key over here, though. Yeah, we should have found the key. Oh, we never came into this room. Key's in this chest. All right, there's the jail upper level key. So this opens that first door. Right here. Okay, now it's time to take out your beast repellent torch. Oh no, not yet. Never mind. That's later. So in this room, we're going to have our favorite... Yep. Favorite enemy. One's going to bust out of here. For some reason, these ones lament and wail. This one just can't wait to say hello to us, but we can kill it before it even says hi. Let's come over here. Another one's going to bust out of here. These ones have a ton of faces on them, which is just grotesque, but also interesting. Ambush. Ha! They warned me. It wasn't an ambush, though. That was just a cracked floor. It's okay. We need to come here anyway. Kill that guy. Kill this guy. Then we need to get another key. Oh, I was like, isn't there a pot in here? Okay. Jeez. No, just end it. Alright. So we need another key. Oh my god, lady. I know. Life is pain. Tell me about it. Okay. So this is the room we were in before. Come in here. And now take out your beast repellent torch. There's going to be a lot of rats down here. A lot of rats. But there is a torch down... Oh my god, what is happening? There is a torch down here. Now, beast repellent torch does not work on Mama Rat. Let's go to the right first. So we get the Clarifying Horn Charm +2, which raises focus, which governs resistance to sleep and madness. That's going to be really helpful later on. There's a boss fight that deals quite a lot of madness. Oops. Madness is the Frenzied Flame type of madness. Moving. Inert meat. I thought the lantern was down here. I guess it's just that charm. Okay. Go back to the ladder. Perfect. All right, that's the lower section. Let's come in here. Chilling perfume bottle, which is a perfume bottle that builds frost. It's one of the new weapon types. That's the ladder. Okay. Now let's go get the key. We're going to fall on purpose here. Let's go right back down. Begin exploring these rooms. Okay. So this is not the key. Get the Call of Tibia. Call of Tibia is Tibia Mariner summon that summons a skeletal warrior. So this is an illusory wall. However, we need a key before we can really do anything with it. So let's come up here. Down here. Watch the gap. And we're going to come into a gigantic corpse pile of jars. Oh, God, this place is sad. All right, come over here. And then you could wake this guy up. And just be aware, when you start fighting the big ones, the little ones are usually close by. Yep. Oh. Oh, he's going to hit me with the Shoryuken. Alright, so the key is in this room. Be very careful when moving around. There are several giant jars. Come on. Thought he was going to move toward me. Shoryuken! Alright, over here. Ow. Great. Open this up. And it's the jail lower level key. Now, we're not done here yet, though. Because we gotta get this treasure here. These guys don't even counterattack. We're just killing kids. Great. We get another hefty cracked pot. So that should be 6. Yep. 6 total. There's 4 more. Okay, so now we have access to another couple areas. So there was a locked door in that ice skating rink room. However, there's another locked door behind an illusory wall. Mind the gap. You go back down. Come in here, and then we're going to follow the path all the way to the end, and there's going to be an illusory wall. Oh, that was actually the lower level key that we needed for that. Interesting. Okay, we get the Lamenting Visage, which is the torch I was talking about. Stone lantern carved to resemble a lamenting human head, the eyes vacantly beaming out light, can be raised up when equipped in the left hand, illuminating more of the surrounding area. The unusual expression somehow imparts a sense of contentment, the languid ease of one who needs not sight. If you use the unique skill, it swings the head while covering the eyes, unleashing a wail of lamentation while temporarily making the user of the skill harder to see. To those who seek happiness, blindness is bliss. So I'm actually going to equip this because I have another idea about this. About this boss fight. Anyway, this is the other side of the pit that we fell down. So now we're going to go back to the ice skating rink room. Going to go all the way to the top of this staircase. That's the ice skating rink. Now we're able to open this door. What was the second key we got? Oh, that was the lower level key. Okay. All right. Gonna go down. And here we are at the boss fight. All right, this boss fight is really interesting. This boss fight is the Lamenter. Now, the Lamenter has a unique mechanic where it will use this head right here. It will use it and then summon clones of itself. The clones will then try to attack you. The clones die in just a couple of hits. However, they can gang up on you. They will also die if you deal enough damage to the boss. Now, if there are clones alive when the boss transitions the phase, meaning basically after a while after the clones stay out for a while, the boss will then begin using this lantern and then put a curse on you. And this curse is represented by heads surrounding your head, and they move around your head. I think when you have 5 or 6, you die instantly. You, give up to the craziness. I don't know of a way to get rid of these heads. The only way to prevent it is to stop the boss from doing it. So you want to try to kill all the clones. Now, I've had this happen in a couple of different ways. I've either just killed them all manually, or I've actually had them die on their own, and it seems that they die if you look in a certain direction. So basically, when the boss transitions, I'm going to put my back to a gate and look directly into the center of the arena, and then hopefully that does it. But I've got a couple of ideas as well. So this is the boss. He's just the melee guy. Eventually, he'll stop letting you attack. This is it. All right, so now I'm going to put my back here, face the center of the room, and then once they begin to appear, I'm going to use this prattling pate lamentation. No, that didn't do anything. All right. So like I said, they die pretty quick. It's just, unclear. Okay, so my other idea is I'm going to begin shaking this. No, that didn't do anything. See, I have 2 heads around my head now. So, yeah, we just got to kill them all. All right, I'm convinced there's some other mechanic to this fight. Oh, well. Yeah, I've literally had them all die. Okay, so this is the boss. You can tell because when we hit him, his health bar goes down. Now, we're going to get one more because there was one clone left alive. right, do it again. So any sort of AoE attack will help a good deal. But there's really nothing indicating... Yeah, like, why did 2 just die there? There's really nothing indicating that one is the boss and one's not, other than the health bar. So we've dealt enough damage to the boss so all the clones die, and then we're able to finish off the boss. I don't know, like, if there's supposed to be a clear indication of anything in that boss fight. But that's it. That's the boss. So we get the Lamenter's Mask. A stone mask twisted into an expression of rapturous grief, used while disrobed to transform into a Lamenter. The change cannot be undone except by death. Using this mask while already transformed causes the head to swell in size. This transformation tallies with the state of the denizen of paradise, but the people at the tower denied and hid it from the world. This transformation tallies with the state of the denizen of the paradise. This transformation tallies with the state of a denizen of paradise, but the people of the tower denied and hid it from the world. In their foolishness, they viewed true bliss with deep fear. Interesting. That's the Lamenter's jail. That's the Lamenter. Again, I don't fully understand that fight. I don't fully get it. I've looked up other people's guides. I've spoken to people about it. People really don't have a clear idea of what it's supposed to be, other than kill the ads before you go crazy. And that's fine if that's the mechanic. It just feels like there should be something a little bit more to that. Okay, so that is it for Charo's Hidden Grave. There's quite a lot of little things here, followed by the Lamenter's Jail. So, next, in the next part of the walkthrough, we are going to do Jagged Peak. And that is kind of like the last thing we can do before Miquella's Great Rune breaks. I'm going to warn you ahead of time. I don't edit these walkthroughs, but the boss of Jagged Peak, who you fight right here, is a son of a bitch. It is one of the hardest boss fights in Souls history. I've done it with a lower Scadutree blessing level than I have now. I'm level 11. I think I did it like level 7 or 8, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually going to look it up right now. Let me look it up right now. Pulling up the video. Yeah, you get 490,000 souls for doing it. Yeah, it's such a crazy boss. It's one of my favorite ever. Okay, I was level 10 Scadutree Blessing and level 6 Revere Spirit Dash. So not terribly far off, actually. So this will be really interesting. I thought it was a lot lower. But that's going to be next time. It's a really, really tough fight. I'll leave in all the deaths. We're just going to make it like one big video, and we'll see how it goes. There is another boss beforehand. It's an Ancient Dragon fight. That is also somewhat difficult, but I'll likely summon Teague for that just because it's so annoying. It's just an annoying boss fight. There's no other way to describe that particular boss. It's just so annoying. Okay. Let me give a shout out to my channel members. Thank you very much to John Aldridge with 50 months, Silver Bullet 13 with 37 months, Daniel Cockrell with 32 months, Brian Brubaker with 27 months, Bagdat Money with 23 months, Greg with 21 months, X Lightning 84 with 16 months, Har Fontaine with 13 months, Jason Knaps with 3 months, and Working Class Nerds with 1 month. Thank you so much to my channel members. Really appreciate the support. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to join my community Discord. The link for that is in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.